All right, everyone, welcome to DiMaggio Field here in beautiful Clearwater, Florida. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network, bringing you Through the Heater, I think it's our final tournament. Oh, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Final tournament of the summer, or the beginning of summer, as summer just started, actually, officially, as everybody knows. Glad to have you aboard. We're going to be covering 13U action today. First game is going to be the Georgia Gnats versus Panthers. So very quickly, Florida Panthers to be specific. So very quickly, let me go through both lineups for you. And then I'll talk about some other things we got coming up in the games scheduled later today that if you watch on YouTube, you'll see the other upcoming games that are listed. So again, glad to have you aboard. Thank you so much for joining. YouTube, you'll see the other upcoming. I'm sorry, I had to check, make sure I was definitely live on YouTube and not just talking to space. So anyway, let me go through the lineups real quick. We'll start with the South Georgia Gnats. Leading off is William. He's going to be playing third base. Playing center field and batting second is Will. Pitching and batting third is Waylon. Batting fourth is Zane. Batting fifth is Sam playing first base. In left field is Cannon. He's batting sixth. Batting seventh at shortstop is Caden. Batting eighth is Jesse. Batting ninth and catching is Brooks. Batting 10th is Case. Batting 11th and playing right field is Mason. And batting 12th and playing second base is Braden. And they are batting 12 today. Let's quickly go through Florida Panthers lineup. Now, we don't know who's visitor or home right now simply because for pool play, which is what this is, they don't pre-select home and visitor. Now, tomorrow in bracket play, that'll be a different story. But they do a flip of the coin at the plate, and then you'll be able to, then we'll know who's visitor and home at that point. I will not change the scoreboard. We'll leave it alone. To make sure that, but you'll be able to tell by, the up or down arrow of the innings, etc. So, also, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, both Facebook and YouTube. Help our channel grow, to help us get some sponsors, some additional enhancements, and other things that we can do to make the experience for you, the players and the coaches, much better. All right, so the Florida Panthers lineup. Well, that's bear with me a second. The reason why I'm kind of stunned for a second is because he gave me last names, Coach did, which is fine. But the issue is pronouncing last names is much tougher than first names. That's why I only did the first names for the South Georgia Gnats. Leading off, playing left field is Hire. He'll be followed by Watts, batting second, playing shortstop. Batting third is Benitez, playing third base. Batting fourth is Mayer. It could be pronounced Meyer, so my apologies if I got that wrong, but playing center field. Extra hitter is Foote, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Shoemaker, and he'll be on the mound. Batting seventh at first base. Let me get the name right here. I don't have that one. All right, so I'm going to do my best. Looks like Jarito, but I'm going to go with Jarito. Batting eighth and catching is Bruiser. Batting ninth and playing right field is Capaz, and batting 10th and playing second base is Johnson. All right, so I have got that nailed down, and as a matter of fact, in the next game, because we'll be covering the Panthers again later today, so in that next game I will make sure that I have first names as well, because one of the parents, Chris, sent over the information. So again, this is we want to thank Tampa Bay USSSA for putting on the tournament. The work of Tim Labus, certainly appreciate his help and support. putting the tournament on. Also, our sponsor, visit stpeteclearwater.com. And, of course, all brought to you through the magic of broadcasting by Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Again, I'm Doc. I will be with you throughout this game and the games to come today. Hopefully we will stifle off some rain, so keep positive thoughts our way, and hopefully we will be nice and dry and be able to bring you lots of baseball coverage here at Joe DiMaggio Field in Clearwater, Florida. So with that, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm just going to go mute for a second, but I appreciate your time and help and support, and we'll be right back with you in a moment. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. All right, folks, we're back. Live action. Gnats warming up here. They won the toss, so they chose the home team. And we will get things going here. Very shortly. Again, thanks for joining us here on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. So I got some first names. That was part of my reason for going mute as well. Just real quickly, leading off is going to be Donnie. He'll be playing left field. Jalen will be playing shortstop and batting second, and Gio batting third and playing third base. And we'll go through the rest of that in a little bit, but we got it all set now. I think we're good to go for some great baseball action here at Joe DiMaggio Field, number 2 in Clearwater. All right, so here we go. First pitch about to be delivered by Waylon. And the pitch. Foul ball right back at us here. And it's a 0-1 count. On Donnie. Behind the plate again for the Gnats is Brooks. And the pitch. Called strike 2 on the outside corner. And it's quickly 0-2 with Waylon heading the count over Donnie. Waylon gets a sign he likes. Timeout call by catcher. Brooks go out and talk to his pitcher. Seemed to be a little confusion there between them as Waylon was shaking off a couple pitches, and Brooks wanted to make sure there's no confusion. And did the right thing by going out and talking to his pitcher to settle things down and get on the right page. All right, so here we go. 0-2 count to Donnie. And the 0-2 delivery. Fly ball in the left field. Left fielder coming in. Not going to get to it. And then ends up being a leadoff single for Donnie. And the Panthers have something going here in the top of the first. We just got underway. Glad to have you aboard. Throw 'em the heater tournament. We're here in Clearwater, Florida, field number 2, 13U action, covering 12U action tomorrow at Canal Park. So make sure you tune in for that. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share on both platforms. Here's a pitch from Waylon. Jalen watches that one come in low and outside. It's ball 1. Waylon gets a sign and delivers to Brooks. Jalen shows bunt again, called strike, and it's a 1-1 count. Donnie remains at first base. And the pitch. He goes for the bunts, and that is strike 2 on Jalen. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Top of the first inning. Donnie's on with a leadoff single that fell just short of the left fielder as the left fielder is way far back. Ball just outside, and now it's 2-2. Waylon gets a sign, checks on Donnie, delivers, foul ball, and we'll do 2-2 again. As Donnie remains at first base, which he would have to go back on the foul ball anyway, but he was not running on the pitch. And the pitch. Foul ball, and we'll do 2-2 again. That goes back behind us out of play. Beautiful day here in Clearwater. I mean, to look at the skies, you would think there's no way we're going to get any inclement weather. And I'm really hoping and praying that's the case, to be honest with you. Some great baseball action. Glad to have you aboard. Beautiful facility. Ground ball to second base. Fielded cleanly. Over to second. Does not get it. Oh, he does get him. Thought the umpire was calling him safe there for a second. He did call him out. And that's 1 down as Jalen hits into a fielder's choice. So one down as Gio steps in. Jalen gets his lead. Whalen checks him, delivers. Brooks dropped it. There goes Jalen. And he's in there. So ball one to Gio. Jalen moves to second base. We'll call it a pass ball as it popped out of Brooks' glove. Jalen gets his lead at second. Whalen delivers, low and outside. It's 2-0. So 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm sorry, 2 balls, no strikes. Apologies. Jalen at second. Ball low and outside again. There goes Jalen to third. Caught him off guard. And he is safe. So stolen base moves Jalen into a definite scoring position now with 3-0 count on Gio. And here's the 3-0. Ball 4. And Gio's on. So runners on first and third. That brings in Truman. One out. And there goes Truman. Or I'm sorry, there goes pass ball there. That's going to allow Jalen to score. That sent, sorry I said Truman. That was Gio that went to second base. He was going on the pitch anyway, but we'll call it a wild pitch nonetheless. It's ball 1 to Truman. And 1 run in for the Panthers here in the first inning. So I'll adjust the camera a little bit for you folks so you can see third base here in a moment. There's a ball low and outside, and that's going to make it 2-0 to Truman. Gio at second, Gio at second base. Gets his lead. Whalen delivers. Ground ball back to second base. Fielded cleanly. Over to first. And that is 2 outs. So that moves Gio over to third. That brings in Tripp. Panthers are batting 10. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1 run across here in the top of the first inning. Just getting things underway here. Ground ball back to second base. All 3 outs are to the second baseman. And again, we dropped it, and they picked it up just in time. And that is 3 outs. Wow, that was close. All right, so 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, and 1 left on base at the end of a half inning. It's the Panthers 1, Gnats 0. Coming up for the Gnats in the bottom of the first inning is going to be William, followed by Will, and then Whalen. This is Doc on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're about to get things underway here in the bottom of the first. Just a quick reminder. I believe it's Tyler on the mound. Let me just double check my writing here. Yeah, Tyler is on the mound. And behind the plate is Brantley. All right, so here we go. Warm-up's finished. Throwdown happens. Has happened, and looks like we're good to go now. And first pitch is a ball by Tyler. So 1-0 count to William. Ball too high. And it's 2-0. Oops, I forgot to reset the outs. My apologies, folks. And that's ball 3. Oops. So 3-0 count. And that's ball 4, so 4 straight pitches. And Williams on with a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the first inning. So just to let you folks know, the indicator on the top of the bottom of the inning doesn't indicate who, doesn't really match up right now with the team's names and logos on to the left of there. That's because it's pool play. These are set up ahead of time. There's a pitch, comes in just a little high, so that's 5 straight balls by Tyler. And it's a 1-0 count with William at first. And so with pool play, you don't know ahead of time who's going to be home and who's going to be visitor. Now tomorrow for bracket play, there's a called strike. We will know ahead of time and place the teams appropriately in the right slots. Ball high. So it makes it very difficult to ahead of time right before the games to switch them, and because the coin toss doesn't happen right at the beginning. There's the throw down to first base. Williams back in time. Nice job by Brantley, making sure that Williams stays close to first. It's a 2-1 count on Will. Throw over. And the pitch. Ball way outside. Nice block by Brantley. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a 3-1 count, and now it's 4-1. Or, sorry, it's a walk. Oh, my apologies, folks. Runners now on first and second. Nobody out. Panthers lead at 1-0. So the coach is going out to talk to his pitcher, sell him down a little bit because he's thrown 8 balls and 1 strike. So that's the reason why the Gnats have 2 runners on, due to those 2 back-to-back walks here at the bottom of the first inning. Again, thanks for joining. Please also comment on ways we can improve our broadcasting. Any suggestions, we certainly welcome it. A lot of, some additional things coming over the summer on the break and leading into the fall. So trying to get sponsors and advertisers so we can do more for you, the fans. There's a swing and a miss right down the middle. Strike 1. Looks like that one was a changeup. Let's go. William at second, Will at first. Waylon steps in. Zane on deck. And the pitch. Foul ball. Way out ahead of that one again. And strike 2. So I think Waylon is waiting on a fastball, and Tyler's done nothing but throw changeups so far. And the pitch. And that's ball 1. So 2-1 count. Ball high, and it's 2-2. Runners at first and second. That's William at second. Will at first. Again, glad to have you aboard. Thanks for joining us here on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network on Facebook or YouTube, whichever platform you're watching on. Please like and subscribe so that way, and share so that way we get more followers and more people aboard so we can get what we need. There's strike 3, and that is 1 away. So 1 down. That brings in Zane. On deck is Sam. Tyler so far has walked 2, struck out 1 here in the bottom of the first. And he delivers home. Ball high. Having a little trouble controlling his fastball. And here's the 1-0. Foul ball right back at us. That's 1-1. A half swing there by Zane. William remains at first base. At second base. Will at first. And the pitch. Umpire called it a ball, so now it's 2-1. That one was just a little bit high. And the 2-1. Ball in the dirt. And it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. Bottom of the first. Panthers lead it. Called strike on the inside corner. And now the count's full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tyler gets a sign, delivers the payoff pitch. Ball 4. And bases are now loaded. That'll bring in Sam with Cannon on deck. And the pitch. Ball high again. And it's 1-0 to Sam. Now, of course, Tyler has nowhere to put Sam as bases are loaded. William at third, Will at second, and Zane at first. Ball 2. Foul ball right behind us. And it's 2-1. So again, thanks for joining us. We do this for you, the fans, of course, the players and coaches, but you, the fans, that no matter where you are in the world, and I literally mean the world, you can catch some great baseball action, especially of your favorite players and teams. Pop foul just right here beside us, actually. And it's 2-2. We've had, notably, fans as far away as Norway watching, Puerto Rico, and, of course, all over the continental U.S. Ball high, and now it counts full again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded. Tyler delivers the payoff pitch. Ball 4, and this game's tied. So the walks have really hurt the Panthers so far. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change as bases remain loaded. It is a second visit to the mound by the coach. And we'll see if we can figure out who's coming in to pitch. I think that's going to be, if I'm correct, that would be Tripp. No, sorry. That'd be Donovan, actually, coming in to pitch. And I believe Tyler will be going to first base. So indeed that's the case. Donovan will be on the mound. And I see the first baseman's mitt in Tripp's hands. So they will swap positions. While they do that, we'll, again, thanks for joining. Like I said, we have fans watching all over, and it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe and like, share, and hit the notification bell. That helps us grow the channel to get sponsors, advertisers, so that way we can provide an enhanced experience with maybe some additional camera angles, some other enhanced features. We have some other big dream plans down the road, but first things first, we got to get the little things out of the way first to make that experience better. We're planning on podcasts and different things like that in the future. And then over the summer, having some, some additional discussions as we prep for the fall season. So Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network will be back in the fall season, bringing you all the live action across the Tampa Bay area of youth baseball, ranging from 9U to 14U. Also want to welcome those. I'm hopeful that there are some folks in Georgia that are watching this, and if you are, thank you and welcome. And again, anybody else who's watching from afar, thank you, and know that we do this so that you can be here when you physically cannot. All right, warm-ups are over. That brings in Caden on deck. Base is still loaded. Here's the first pitch from Donovan in the dirt. Ball one. Now Donovan has absolutely nowhere to put Cannon. And the pitch. Ball way outside. And that's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Called strike, and it is 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Base is still loaded, 1-1 tie. We're in the first inning. Foul ball, right back at us. Hate when that happens. I say that, sorry. I said that because they hit right on one of the signs. I was hoping that wasn't going to happen. And one of my QR codes. But it is what it is. We'll fix it and be back in action. There's a foul ball again. So it is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded. Just a reminder, that is Will at third, Zane at second, and Sam at first. And here's the 2-2. Line side on the center field. Center fielder's coming in, makes the catch. Here's the tag and the throw home. He delayed a bit, so that's going to score the go-ahead run. And the Gnats lead it. 2-1. Nice catch in center field. It's 2 down. That brings in Caden. Jesse on deck. Foul ball right behind us right here. And that's an 0-1 count. So runners at first and second. 2 outs. Again, that's Zane at second, Sam at first. Pitch. And that's quickly 0-2. pitch. Ball off the outside edge of the plate. That's going to be 1-2 now. As Donovan still has some pitches that can be thrown aside. Called strike 3, and that is 3 outs. So Gnats pick up 2 runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 left on base at the end of 1. It is the Gnats 2, Panthers 1. Coming up for the Panthers in the top of the second is going to be Tyler, followed by Donovan and Brantley. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Ready to get things underway here in the top of the second inning. Pitch comes in from Whalen, and that is ball 1. Ball 2 comes in low and outside. Actually, I think it's a different pitcher. Actually, I am wrong. They did make a pitching change. So 2 balls. It's actually, I'll tell you who it is in a second. It's called strike, and now it's 2-1 on Tyler. On deck is Donovan. It's actually William now is pitching. Ball 3 from William, and it's 3-1 very quickly. Called strike, and now it's 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Just getting underway here in the top of the second inning. Ground ball in the hole between short and third into left field. And Tyler's on with a leadoff single here in the top of the second. That'll bring in Donovan with Brantley on deck. Again, the positioning of the names of the teams do not indicate home or visitor. Do it by the indicator of the inning. There's a ball low in the dirt, stopped by Brooks. Brooks loses it, and that allows Tyler to go to second on the pass ball. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. There's a ball high. And it's 2-1. Or 2-0 rather, excuse me. Swing and a miss. Strike one. So 2-1 count on Donovan. Again, Brantley on deck. Tyler at second. Leadoff single and move to second on the pass ball. Brooks lost sight of it for a minute. And that is ball 3. Called strike on the outside corner, and that's going to make it 3-2. Donovan was on his way down to first base. And William has come back, being behind. Now he's going to deliver the payoff pitch. Low and inside, and that is ball 4. So runners at first and second, nobody out. Brantley steps in. Hunter on deck. And the pitch by William. Ground ball back to second base. Fielded cleanly. Over to shortstop. Back over to first. And he's safe at first. So no double play there. But they did get the lead runner, Donovan, at second base. That moves Tyler to third. Brantley's on it with a fielder's choice. So 1 down, runners at first and third. That brings in Hunter. Jack on deck. William gets a sign. Nope, goes to first base. Try to keep Brantley at first. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Panthers are threatening here in the top of the second. Runners at first and third. There goes Brantley. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And Brantley still second base cleanly. 0-2 count on Hunter. Again, Jack's on deck. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 2 outs. So 2 down. Jack comes into the batter's box with Donnie, kind of back to the top of the order, on deck. Jack steps in, and the pitch. Ball a little bit up, and it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 from William, swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Ball in the dirt. Stays right there with Brooks. I think the umpire might have helped out with that in a little bit. And it's 2-1. If that would have got past Brooks, that could have been the tying run crossing the plate for the Panthers. And the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner, and it's 2-2. So William has evened it up. And here's the 2-2 delivery. Foul ball out of play, and we'll do 2-2 again. So nice light breeze coming out of the northeast. Nice curveball, but just arches over and it makes it 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4, that gets away. Here comes the tying run. And this game is tied 2-2.
Look ahead.
As that moves, so Tyler comes in and scores. That moves Brantley to third. And Jack's on with a walk. And we got us a 2-2 game with runners at first and third. That brings in Donnie. Jalen's on deck. And the pitch. Nice curveball, but drops just a bit inside. And it's going to be a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, 2 on. 2-2 game. Top of the second. Foul, there's a pop fly into right field. Right fielder's coming on. And it's foul ball just out of the reach of the first baseman. And it's a 1-1 count now on Donnie. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Two outs. And 1-1. There goes the runner. Ball just a little bit up. And Jack's into second base with a stolen base. Runners at second and third. Donnie grounded to second base his first time up. Called strike. And it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. It's 2-2 game in the top of the second. If that tells you anything, folks, deuce is wild. Go play the lottery. I would play lots of 2s. Here's the pitch. Ball low. And now it's a full count. So William finds himself back in the same position he was with Jack when the wild pitch occurred and the Panthers tied it. And the pitch. Foul ball right back at us. And I'm probably going to have to adjust the camera, but that's okay. We'll do it here momentarily. So we'll do 3-2 again. We'll do that in between innings. And the pitch. Ball low, and bases are now loaded. That pitch came in just a little bit low and outside. So back-to-back walks. That brings in Jalen. Gio on deck. Jalen hitting to a fielder's choice, the second base, his first time up. Oh, I'm sorry, Donnie singled his first time, so he's still 1 for 1. Jalen, he hit the fielder's choice that got Donnie out at second base last in the top of the first. That was a ball low. Apologies for that. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So 1-1 count on Jalen. Bases loaded. That means Brantley's at third, Jack at second, Donnie at first. 2 outs. Tie ball game. And the pitch. Fouled off. And now it's 1-2. So William is quickly ahead in the count. 1-2. There's a ground ball to second base, fielded cleanly. Over to first, and that is 3 outs. So 1 run on no hits. No errors and 3 left. At the end of 1.5, it is a 2-2 game. Coming up for the Gnats in the bottom of the inning is going to be Jesse, Brooks, and Case. This is Doc on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, warm-ups are finished. As we get things underway here, Jesse steps in. Bottom of the second. So just a quick, there's a pitch, ball 1. Just a quick reminder on that, just so everyone knows, and I'll try to make the change here shortly. There's a called strike, and now it's 1-1. The reason why that the Gnats are showing at the top, Panthers at the bottom, is because the scoreboards are set up ahead of time, and the decision of home or visitor is not made until they reach the plate just before the game. There's a ball high. It's 2-1. So the Gnats won the toss in their home team, so was unable to get it switched around. There's a called strike, and it's 2-2. So if I can get it switched around for you, I will definitely do my very best to make sure that happens. Here's the 2-2 from Donovan. Pop fly to shortstop, caught by Jalen. And that is 1 away. That brings in Brooks. Case on deck. Try to get that switch between innings for you. And the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Nice curveball. Oops. My apologies. I did not reset the stats there for you. It's a ground ball to short. Jalen comes in, fields it over to first. That is 2 outs. So quickly 2 up, 2 down for the Gnats. Bottom of the second inning, it's tied 2-2. Again, I'll go ahead and try to get that flipped beforehand and try to make those changes as we move through the games the rest of the day. So my apologies, folks. Ball inside, 1-0 count. Now tomorrow will be a different story. I'll know ahead of time who's the home team based on how the teams finish in bracket play. In pool play. In pool play, you just don't know. There's a called strike on the outside corner, and it's quickly 1-1. So Donovan evens things up. 2 outs. And here's the 1-1 from Donovan. Ground ball, right line shot, right at the third baseman. Nice catch over there. That was Gio on third, and that's 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And at the end of 2, we have a 2-2 game. Coming up in the top half of the third for the Panthers is going to be Gio, followed by Truman and Tripp. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. I'll be right back in just a moment. We get the scoreboard squared away. All right, folks, we're back. So I'll explain in a minute why I go on mute as I make the quick change here. All right, so I think we're all set with the scoreboard, and we are. As we get underway here in the third inning, we got a new pitcher in there for the Gnats. That's going to be number 5, ball 1, coming into Gio. So now pitching for the Gnats is Mason. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Call strike on the outside corner, and now it's quickly 1-2. here's the 1-2 delivery. Just a bit inside, and now it's 2-2. So Mason looks in, gets his sign, winds up and delivers. Foul ball. That's just out of the reach of the first baseman. I think that's Sam down there. And we'll do 2-2 again.
You got it, Poppy.
And that's ball 3. So Gio's worked it back to a full count. So I go mute in between innings to help avoid any delays in the video being viewed after this game. Call strike on the outside corner, and that is strike 3. 1 away. Nice job by Mason out there on the mound to fight back and get that out. That'll bring in Truman, Trip on deck. Ball low, and it's 1-0 to Truman. So I do it so we don't get any music strikes against us in between innings. I probably won't do it as much going forward because I've noticed there's not that much playing. There's something playing behind me right now, but I don't think it's being picked up. There's a pop fly in the center field. That is just out of the reach of the second baseman. And Truman is on base with a 1-out single here in the top of the third. With 1 out. 2-2 game. Very tight game here. Mason gets a sign, sets and delivers. It was close there. Tripp held back. Tyler's on deck. So Tripp grounded out to second his first time up. Tyler singled and scored his first time up. It's a 1-0 count to Tripp. And there goes the runner. Throw down by Brooks. And they get him at second base. Nice play by the Gnats there to get the runner. So nice job there. And I believe it's a 2-0 count to Tripp. And I believe that makes it 3-0. The umpire giving the thumbs up to the other field, thanking him for an extra baseball. As a foul ball came in this one. There's ball. So it must have been a strike, and I missed that. My sincere apologies. Now it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2-2 tie here in the bottom of the, top of the third. And the pitch. That's ball 4. And Tripp's on with a 2-out walk. That'll bring in Tyler. Again, like I said before, he singled and scored his first time up, so he's 1 for 1 on the day. Donovan comes out on deck. Walked his first time up. Mason checks Tripp at first. Tripp's back. And the pitch. Ball up just a little bit. It's a 1-0 count to Tyler. As the throw down at first gets away from the first baseman, that's going to go over in foul territory. That allows Tripp to go to second base. So we'll charge an error to the catcher on that one on the throw. I believe it's ball 2 on Tyler. Mason delivers. And it's called strike. So 2-1 now. And indeed it is. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. That's Tripp. That's 3-1 now. Mason well behind in the count. And the pitch. Ground ball to short. Fielded cleanly. Over the first. And that is 3 outs. So, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. At the end of 2.5, it's the Panthers 2, Gnats 2. Coming up in the bottom of the third, it's going to be Mason, followed by Braden, and then back to the top of the order with William. This is Doc on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, here we go. Here's the first pitch from Donovan to Mason. Foul ball out of play. And it's a 0-1 count. To get things underway here in the bottom of the third inning, swing and a miss. And Donovan's quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Brantley still behind the plate. And the 0-2 to Mason. Call strike 3 right down the middle. And that is 1 out. So far, Donovan's been stellar on the mound. Braden steps in. William comes out on deck. There's a bunt down the third base line, foul. And it's a 0-1 count to Braden. And And the pitch. Ball outside. 1-1.
I fell down the hill and Nate had let help me.
Ball off the plate, and now it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Braden. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. It's called strike, and now it's 2-2. So even when Donovan falls behind just a hair, he battles right back and evens things up. There's 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Braden. And the pitch. Foul ball. Change up from Donovan. And we'll do 3-2 again. And Donovan delivers. Line shot in the left field. That is foul ball. Just outside the line. And we'll do 3-2 again. That was a hard shot down the line. I'm going to say it was probably foul, but maybe a foot or two. Not much. The pitch. Foul ball right back at us. And we'll do 3-2 again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Oops. That puts Braden at first with a 1 out walk. That brings in William. Will on deck. There goes Braden. Ball low, throw down, and Braden's in there. So Braden's still second. He represents the go-ahead run. And the pitch. Called strike, and now it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2. So Donovan quickly ahead in the count to William. Will's on deck. William and Will both walked their first times up and both scored back in the first inning. Gave the Gnats the 2-1 lead. And that's ball 2. So 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Braden at second. Will on deck. William at the plate. Donovan delivers. And now it's ball 3. So full count to William. It's a ground ball to short. Braden goes. Oh, that gets past Jalen rather. Sorry. And that's going to score Braden. And the Gnats take a 3-2 lead on the error by Jalen. All right, so that puts William at second on the throw. It's a fly ball to center field. Center fielder can't make the catch. Will is digging for two. William is coming in to score to extend the lead 4-2, and Will goes in to second base with a stand-up double. Stand-up RBI double to be specific. And the Gnats now lead it 4-2. That brings in Waylon, struck out his first time up. He'll be followed by Zane on deck. Still one out. Donovan delivers. Called strike. Nice curveball. Will on second base. Swing and a miss. That gets away from Brantley. Will holds. That's 0-2. And the pitch, foul ball. And we'll do 0-2 again. And there goes Will. Swing and a miss. Foul tip in the glove. And that is strike three. Does move Will to third. So two outs now. That brings in Zane. He walked his first time up. On deck is Sam, who also walked his first time up. Pitch. Just a little bit low for a ball. And it's a 1-0 count to Zane. Ball high. And it's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, 1 on. That's Will at third. 2 runs across so far this inning for the Gnats. That hit him. So that makes it a dead ball. And Zane's on with his second walk of the day. So runners at first and third now. So coach is going out to talk to his pitcher. We'll see if they make any changes. Looks like he's just trying to settle him down. Doesn't look like he's asking for the baseball from Donovan. So again, thanks for joining us on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Help our channel grow to provide extra enhancements to you, the fans, players, and coaches. Thanks for joining tuning in also to the Throw 'em the Heater tournament put on by Tampa Bay USSSA and Tournament Director Tim Labus for all his tireless efforts. Thank you very much. And, of course, our sponsor, visit stpclearwater.com. So Sam's stepping in now. And Donovan goes to first base, throws it away, gets away from Tyler. That's going to allow Will to score. And Zane to end up at second base. So we'll charge an error to the pitcher on that one. And that makes it a 5-2 lead now for the Gnats. That was a ball low to Sam. Zane's at second. Ground ball, hard ground ball down the third baseline, foul, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Zane at second. Gnats have now pulled out to a 5-2 lead here in the bottom of the third. pitch. Nice curveball in there for strike 2. Call time by Sam. And the pitch. Ball outside, 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Ball just misses outside. 3-2 now.
Watch that outside corner, Sam.
Timeout called again by Sam. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 3 outs. But the Gnats pick up 3 on 1 hit, 2 errors, and leave 1 stranded. At the end of 3, it's the Gnats 5, Panthers 2. Coming up for the Panthers in the top of the 4th is going to be Donovan, followed by Brantley and Hunter. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. I'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back. Thanks to your patience, your support between innings there. All right, so hopefully we won't have to adjust the scoreboard anymore, or the camera, rather. First pitch by Mason, who's still on the mound. Brooks is still behind the plate, is ball 1 to Donovan. On deck again, like I said, is Brantley. It's a line shot in the left field. That's going to get down for a leadoff single here in the top of the 4th. And Donovan's 1 for 1. That brings in Brantley, hitting to a fielder's choice his first time up. Now you might be wondering why Donovan is 1 for 1, even though he's batted before, and that's because he walked his first time up, so it doesn't account. It doesn't count as an at-bat. Mason sets, delivers. Inside, ball 1. Mason to first base. Sam snags it. Donovan back. And the pitch. Ball high. 2-0. Ground ball in between first and second. Braden goes over, makes the catch. Couldn't come up with it, though. It was a nice stop. Would have been a great play. Just couldn't come up with the ball. Tried to throw it before he got it in his hand. And we'll make it an infield single for Brantley. That moves Donovan to second. The reason we're giving an infield single instead of an error is because Braden had come way to his left to get it. It was a nice hustle. There's a ball high to Hunter. Jack's on deck. Hunter's 0 for 1. Time run is at the plate, represented by Hunter. Ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Ball high. And it's 3-0. That's Donovan at second. Brantley at first. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's 3-1. It's definitely a hitter's count. And it still remains that, as Mason is behind 3-1. Fly ball in the right center field. And that's going to be caught by the center fielder. Nice catch. Everyone holds where they are as he quickly gets it in. So 1 down. That brings in Jack. On deck is Donnie. Donnie's also 1 for 1, singled and walked. Ball low and outside, and it's a 1-0 count to Jack. Jack walked his first time up. And the pitch. That's inside. That gets away from Brooks. That's going to allow Donovan to move out to third and Brantley to second. And it's a 2-0 count. Still with 1 out. Mason gets a sign. Delivers. Ball 3. So once again, Mason way behind in the count. That's ball 4. So base is now loaded. Time run at first. Go ahead run and Donnie at the plate. Coach for the Gnats comes out to have a chat with his pitcher. We'll see if they make a pitching change or they decide to stay with Mason. And Mason will stay on the mound. So Donovan at third, Brantley at second, Jack at first. Ball low and outside. Umpire said it did not go. And it's a 1-0 count to Donnie. On deck is Jalen. Ball just a little bit up. 2-0. Pitch. 3-0 again. And with a 3-0 count, Mason has nowhere to put Donnie. And that's ball 4. Run scores, and it's a 5-3 game. And we're going to have a pitching change. As we'll tell you who's going to be on the mound. Looks like number 7. That is Cannon. Will now be on the mound for the Gnats. So with that, we'll take a quick break. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network.
Sam, roll Wilson. Some out of stretch.
All right, here we go, folks. Back to the action here. Again, that is Cannon on the pitcher's mound. First pitch comes in. Strike 1 to Jalen. On deck is Gio. There's one out. Base is still loaded. It's Donnie at first, Jack at second, Brantley at third. There's a wild pitch, gets past Brooks. That's going to allow another run to score, and it is now a 5-4 game. So that moves Jack to third, Donnie to second as Brantley comes in. And a 1-1 count to Jalen. And the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Fielded over to first. They get him, but run scores. And this game is tied, folks. So 2 outs, tie ball game again. That brings in Gio. And it's called strike. First pitch to Gio from Cannon. Donnie's at third. It's a ball low. That gets away from Brooks. The go-ahead will score, and the Panthers have taken the lead 6-5 here in the top of the fourth.
Come on, Poppy. Let's go, Gio. Come on, guys. Let's go.
And I believe it's a 1-1 count. Now it's 1-2 to Gio, I believe. Double check that with the umpire, but I believe that is the case. We'll watch and see what he does because he's good about putting up what count is. So here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Doesn't matter at this point. Bobbled, throw to first, still gets him. And that is 3 outs. However, Panthers put up 4 on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left. At the end of 3.5, it's the Panthers 6. That's 5. Coming up for the Gnats in the bottom of the 4th is going to be Cannon, Caden, and Jesse. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, warm-ups are finished. Donovan's still on the mound. Brantley behind the plate. Cannon will step in, or actually, yeah, Cannon steps in. I'm sorry, it's Caden on the mound. My apologies, folks. Sincere apologies. I wrote I was looking at the wrong side of the numbers here. So Cannon does step in. He takes ball 1. And it's 2-0. So Donovan falls behind the count, 2-0. And here's the 2-0. Called strike. And now it's 2-1. It's a pop fly on the infield. First baseman's under it. Tyler makes the catch. And that is one away. That brings in Caden. Jesse on deck. That's ball one to Caden. Panthers put up 4 in the top of the 4th. It's the pitch. There's a fly ball. Second baseman's going back. He trips. Center fielder right behind him, though, makes the catch. That was Truman makes the catch. And that's 2 outs. So 2 up, 2 down very quickly for the Gnats. Donovan comes set, delivers to Jesse. On deck is Brooks. Ball one. The pitch. Ball low and inside. 2-0. Donovan gets a sign from Brantley. He delivers. Jesse watches it come in low and outside, and that's a 3-0 count now. Jesse is in command right now at the batter's box. Let's see if he gets the green light to swing or not. My guess is no. He does. And fly ball to left field. Left fielder comes in, makes the catch. And that is it for the Gnats. So 3 up, 3 down. And at the end of 4, it is the Gnats 5, Panthers 6. Coming up for the Panthers in the top of the 5th, it's going to be Truman, Tripp, and Tyler. There's a couple things of note here. So the Panthers have got 4 hits and have left 4 on base. Or, I'm sorry, 5 on base, while the Gnats have only committed 1 error. On the other side of the coin, the Gnats have 1 hit, left 3 on base, and the Panthers have committed 2 errors. A lot of walks. Which is why I think the hitting is so low. And that's the ball game. I totally missed that. So final here. Wow, I'm talking away and wasn't paying attention. So final score here in this game between the Panthers and the Gnats. Panthers take this one after a comeback in the top of the 4th. And win this one 6-5. Coming up next is going to be, bear with me 1 second, the very same Gnats playing the Central Florida Flex. So again, this is Ted Boggs. Thanks for joining us here on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We will be back very shortly with the next game between the Gnats and the Flex. Again, final score here, Panthers 6, Gnats 5. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. And thanks again, everyone. Really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon on the next game.